Hello, hello, everybody. It's the coupon lady showing you the power of the coupons, the coupons. But of course, I am not on here to talk about couponing today. Today is going to be um another time I some things I had to deal with while going through domestic violence. This one, oh my goodness, this is I know I have to talk about this because I have to get this out. But this is already a hard one just thinking about it. Sometimes we women go through so much, so much that we go through, that we figured, hey, what's the point? What's the point of living? Why even be here? He don't love me. Of and that's why I was talking about the isolation away from your family. He don't want you to deal with he or she doesn't want you to deal with your family, don't want you to deal with your friends. So, but you have children, you have hope. Um, you have hope. You have your children to look forward to growing up. You have, they eventually gonna get married and have children. So you have your grandchildren, and most of all, you have God. If you can lean and depend on Him, learn how to lean and depend on God that can get you through these things, then you can make it. You can almost make it. I don't suggest you stay in the relationship, but you can almost make it in a relationship, in an abusive relationship, because I know it was God's grace and mercy and the strength that He gave me to stay in it for so long. So many other women go through it way longer than I have, and I started off young going through abuse. But on here to talk about a time that I tried to commit suicide. I don't even know if my family knows about it. I'm sure they do. I didn't hide too many things. I can't just say I didn't hide anything, but there's some things that I chose not to that I'm not going to talk about, regardless. But this one I will talk about, and that is suicide. Oh my goodness. I was like, what's the point? I was just so tired, just so tired of just dealing with him. Just like I said, why are you here? Why you're cheating? You're an abuser. You're a drinker. You're a drunk. And by this time, you was probably on marijuana. Um, but why? Why just pay some child support and some spousal support and let Cindy be Cindy. You go do what you wanted. That's how we get. We sometimes we get there. And so I tried to take my own life. I took some aspirins. I remember it because I can't stand aspirins now. I can barely take the taste um, of aspirin. So I remember the ambulance coming to the house. And when I got to the emergency room, I remember I went to St. Joe Hospital. Went to St. Joe Hospital. I had to drink this black tar. So they had to pump my stomach. But I had to drink this black tar. Not that I drunk it willingly. I think they had to flush it down my throat, something. I don't know. But they had to pump my stomach. And I stayed in the hospital for a few days. I don't know if it's my mom and grandmother wasn't in Fort Wayne. They might have been in Maryland at the time. Um, so I stayed in the hospital. Of course, he had to stay home with the children. And even while I was in the hospital, the controls started all over again, telling me I need to come home. Um, yeah, just telling me I need to come home and get these kids. No sympathy, no compassion, none of that. I remember I was in this group. Can't think of the name of the group, but it was at the East Wayne Center, and there was these two women. Gosh, I can't remember their names, but they was Bonnie and Clyde. They were some sweet. They were much older than I was. Some sweet women. They came up to the hospital um, to sit with me. Um, I don't remember how many times, but they really encouraged me. They really set a path for me to get out of domestic violence, even though it took years later. But thank God that I'm out today. So, like, get back to the hospital. So, the doctor wouldn't release me at first because your mind has to be right. You can't even break off it. It was at St. Joe Hospital, like up on the 8th floor, or something like that. You can't even break out that hospital. You got to have a key to get out every door that was to the hospital. So after they ran some tests or whatever they had to do, they let me go home. I think I probably caught the bus home or something. I don't know, but man, I was like, I needed some more time. But I thank God that it did not work. The suicide did not, it didn't work. It just did not work. Because God knew that He had, mm, mm, mm. God knew He had better plans for me. And here I am today telling the story. Some women are not able to tell the story. They're not able to. Some women lost their mind. Some women died. Men too. Let me just say, people have died from trying to commit suicide. They succeeded in trying to commit suicide. They committed suicide. Um, so I thank God that I was not a success story in that committing that suicide. But I thank God. I thank God for you women, for you men, boy, girl, woman, whoever you may be. Something sticking me. Oh, there's a button on his shirt. Um, for just having a made up mind that this is what you want to do. I had somebody come up to me the other day and told me that they watch my videos. I truly thank God. If it's just one person that I'm helping, that's just one person that does not have to deal with domestic violence. It's so rampant now. I don't know why, but I was watching something the other day, and like I said, the man, you seen the bruises on the woman, and they dismissed the charges. How you gonna dismiss the charges? If he did it, he did it. Let me tell you this. It was a friend of mine. She told me her husband was abusing her. A lot of people didn't believe it. Honey child, if you tell me that he's abusing you, then I believe you. You know why? Because you're my friend. And that's what I believe. I believe you because you told me that that's what was going on in your life. And when I tell you, honey child, it's church people, it's church people and it's non-church people. So that covers everybody that could be going through domestic violence. So again, don't go my route and try to commit no suicide because you just might succeed. And we do not want that to happen because you have a life to live. You're whoever you are, you're going to be able to tell the story of how you made it through domestic violence. So again, everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, ma'am, thank you, sir, for watching my videos. Men, I know you want to come out. I know you, women that's let me say the person that's the abuser. I know you want to come out. You have to come out because you have a mother, you have a sister, you have girl cousins. I mean, you have female cousins. You're going to have children. You are going to have some children. You don't want nobody putting your dang hands on now one of yours. You don't want nobody doing that. Nope, that is not what you want to do. So again, thank you, my followers, for subscribing to my channel, for watching my videos, liking my videos. I am still short of subscribers. I need some more, some more. I think like 28, 9. Yep, 8, is it, what is it? I can't even add. But I have to go back and check and see how many more I need. So again, thank you everybody. Thank you. Have a blessed day.